Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. McSorley from the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucks will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 33-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go again. 36.
He'll look to throw right away. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. on 2nd and 13. McSorley. Now that'll be caught by Conf. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Sam Sloman is on from the right hash, and this one just a chip in.
23-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 27. Push him back. Push him back. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Let me go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get it. Come get some. Pack it. He don't want it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
47 to Mike, 47 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike 47, check Mike 47. We own.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's McSorley to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Touchdown,
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Rams 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing is McSorley. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's McSorley. This one complete to Scott Miller. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 29-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
McSorley's pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd and short.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. On
2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Los Angeles.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
I got you. I got you. Hey, get him. You got him. Alpha. 47's the mark, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Brady. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Brady. And this will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. McSorley. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
McSorley, 1st and 10. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. It'll be McSorley again. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. McSorley once more looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devin Funchess there to make the grab. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Rams 17. Buccaneers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Stay with you, man. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Christian Kirk, 67 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
McSorley sets to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
2nd and 6 at the 14.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This this is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You must be true. Under 10. Under 10. Take it.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady again. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
They go play action now with McSorley. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And a Rams first down.
McSorley from the shotgun. That'll be caught by Conf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to
2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Sloman on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Brady going to bring the Bucks up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucks have a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On the delay, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash, crash.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Wait, 20. It's going to be a rip. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Suckup on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now McSorley. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing is McSorley. And he fires one incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Here's McSorley to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because there's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Brady now to throw. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
To throw is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
59 mark, check, 59.
Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Jones, the ball carrier.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One receiver to the left is Evans. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike the 59. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 72. 59, Mark. We hit.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now he'll pull it down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And the lead is now 13.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Scotty Miller. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard
After
line.
the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Tonight's final score.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.